Welcome to the first Murderwave video dev blog. I'm Austin Luco, the developer of Murderwave, and let's dive into some of the things I've been working on. The core gameplay of the game is going to be changing. Previously, you just unlocked everything and blew through the levels with no particular reason to replay and no real challenge. That's because I didn't think I was up to the task of programming actual game mechanics. Now, I'm moving the game towards a more traditional, wave-based shooter you could compare to Firefight from Halo or Horde mode from Gears of War. In short, each level will have a certain number of waves with a certain number of enemies you have to kill. Each additional wave will be more difficult than the last, and will contain different enemy types. Something a little different I'm working on is how you transition between waves. Instead of a wave starting immediately after you've killed all the required enemies, enemies will continue to spawn until you find and hack into a special node on the map. This will allow me to break up the gameplay with some fun minigames. One of the most important details in a game like this is having fun enemies, so I'm working on several new ones. Right now, there are 3 work-in-progress enemy types in the game. The Cyber Freak is a zombie-like enemy that runs up to you and melee attacks you, just like in the old version of the game. I'll be working on giving them the ability to dodge your attacks and take more complex and unpredictable paths to the player. The Worm is another melee enemy, but faster and stronger than the Cyber Freak. It has the ability to burrow into the level and teleport away from you if it takes damage. So you'll have to keep your wits about you, as it may come at you again from another direction. The Virus is a shooting enemy, meant to be a weaker version of another enemy I have planned. It uses AI nodes on the map to follow you at a distance, rather than charging at you like all the enemies in the old game did. The Virus checks to see if the sight lines between you and it are clear, and then it shoots you with a laser. All of this is work in progress, but I'm looking forward to polishing these enemies, adding more, and giving people the chance to fight them. That's all for this devblog. I wanted to keep it short and to the point. There's a lot more in store for the game, so thanks to everyone who's supported it so far. Right now the game is too buggy and the features are too incomplete to upload the new version onto Steam. But when the game is mostly working, I'll release an experimental branch that will be publicly available to download. Eventually, the new version of the game will replace the old one completely.